Okay.
You can open up.
Hello, 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 hello,
Hello.
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 We're here again.
We are.
Yeah, sitting out on our front porch with Danielle and Baba. And we thought we'd talk about today, some things about Billy's brother, Bobby. And so, take it away, Billy Wayne.
Here we go. Me and Bobby was older than I was, about 20 months, almost 2 years, and but we were always close, but Bobby was, he was very comical most of the time without trying to be.
Yeah.
And of course, over the years and all, we pulled a lot of stuff on each other, and this was one that I thought it would be a great get back at him, because he had pulled one on me not long before that. So I decided, this would be a really good way to get back at him. And we was messing around over at Joe's. I was at her house, and she had this long blonde wig. And
It was actually my sister's.
yeah, and well, whosoever it was, as long as y'all didn't steal it. No, but anyway, Joe wanted to put it on me, and she put it on me, and she got tickled, and so
I got you to put on my robe.
and then she got me to put a robe on and the wig on, and then she put a little bit of makeup on me. She said,
What we were going to actually do is fool my cousin.
Yeah.
At first.
and got to thinking about it, and she wound up taking some pictures of it, of me in the outfit.
The second time he dressed up, he doubled for a girl.
Yeah, but anyway, my brother, he had just met Joe not long before that. It hadn't been too long, and of course he was looking for a date, and he said, he asked Joe, he said, "Have you got any sisters?" And Joe said, "Yes, I got one that's younger than me, so and I got one older, and she's married." He said, "Nah," he said, "that ain't gonna do." So how about cousins? You got any cousins? Joe said, "Yeah, I got a few cousins." And he said, "Man," he said, "could you, fix me up with one of them and all?" And how'd they look? And she said, "Oh, they look really, really good." She said, "I'll send you a picture by Billy." And so, anyway, decided to have him come over there. Well, he come over to Joe's house, and we was all sitting around there, and he said, he told Joe, he said, "You said you had some pictures of your cousin, can I see them?" And Joe said, "Oh yeah." So she went and got the pictures, and he showed him, and
They were Billy dressed
me
up.
dressed up, and he was looking at them and all that, and he looked over at Joe, and he said, "Joe," he said, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but that's the ugliest bitch I have ever seen in my life." He said, "I wouldn't take her to a damn dog fight." He said, "I'd be afraid they'd keep her." And, yeah, we started laughing. Because he still didn't realize it's a picture of me.
When he did, we got called a few names.
Yeah, and after we told him, he went rather wild.
It was funny though. Another time, we were always picking on him. When he got run over in front of Graceland, and Bobby was in a cast on both legs for, gosh, I don't know how long, because broke his legs. Well, Billy would sneak in when he was asleep and polish his toenails bright red. And when he woke up, there they were, and he couldn't reach them to get it off, and we aggravated him with stuff like that. But one time, he came over, and Billy had some of Elvis's cigars that were in the glass cubes. And Bobby said, "Man, could you get me one of those cigars?" He said, "I've got this hot date tonight." He said, "I'm taking her out to dinner, and I want to impress her. You know, if I had one of those cigars, it would look really good." Well, Billy said, "Well, yeah, I'll get you one. That's no problem." So devious Dan here decided to fix the cigar up. You tell about that.
Yeah, Elvis had bought some cigarette loads and all, and I got a couple from him. And,
A couple?
well, you know, I had a few, okay. So I had more than I should have.
And
but
you
anyway,
packed that cigar with a bunch of them.
I put at least 2 or 3 in there. I know in that cigar, and they came in a glass tube. And Bobby, you know, he said, "Man," he said, I can really impress my date with this.
So
He said, "You got the money?" Yeah, I said, "Yeah." He said, "You know, I might need to borrow a few bucks." Yeah, I said, "Well, you need to ask Joe. She has the money. I don't." He said, "Oh, Joe, come on, Joe. You let me have." So she let him have some money, and he went out on this date. Well, he took his date to one of our favorite places, you know, and always called Venucci's.
Venucci's.
And boy, he ordered a really nice dinner for both of them. And he said Dave was eating and all that, and said, boy, he was really, you know, putting it on. He said she was loving every minute of it. And he said, we got through eating and all that, and he said, I ran back, and I pulled out my little glass with my cigar in it, and I took my cigar and set my glass down. He said, I lit it up, boy, and he said, I was puffing away there, really being cool. And he said, I went to puff, and that sucker blew open, and he said, it looked like it just split. He said, all I had was a nub, and it scared her. And needless to say, I really took a cussing for that. but we wound up.
We did too.
Yeah.
We took a good one.
But we was telling Elvis about it, and he got tickled, and of course he said, you know, he said, I'm thinking about doing the same thing. So he loaded him up a cigar. Well, everybody come in, he'd offer him a cigar, you know. Most everybody, you know, tied it down. They, you know, they didn't smoke, so, you know, oh, come on, man. Nobody take one. Finally, he said, look, he said, somebody is going to smoke his damn cigar. Finally, he found the sucker, and it, you know, it blew up too, and he said, man. But started loading cigarettes and everything else. He got such a kick out of it. But I thought it was funny, because when everybody come in at that time, you know, none of them smoked, you know, so, but he was offering them a cigar. Wait a minute, it didn't make it just anybody he could get.
He meant somebody was getting the joke.
Somebody was going to smoke that cigar.
But we did stuff like that. Our whole family was, you know,
Crazy.
nutty. Crazy like that, you know. We just
We always had fun.
We had fun.
I want you to, that reminded me when you said that, when your daddy and Bobby went fishing, and Bobby got hung up out in the water.
yeah. We
had he was deep fishing, had a big old chunk of lead on his.
Oh, that big hunk of lead. We went to the spillway in Arca Butler here. It's in Mississippi here.
It's a big dam.
It's a big dam. Well, all along the dam and the spillway is rocks. You know, that's to keep a lot of the erosion down, all that kind of stuff. But rocks were also, you know, down in it. And when we were all fishing for catfish at that time.
Deep.
Deep,
Yeah.
deep. Well, the best way to fish for the catfish was, and
Tight line.
it's on the, it's closer to the bottom. So Bobby had, it got him one rigged up, and he put a big hunk of lead on it, about like that and all, so it would sink. So we all were sitting around fishing. Bobby, he threw out in there, and he's waiting and waiting. In a few minutes, he'd pull it in a little bit. He was waiting and waiting. In a minute, he pulled it in. It got hung up, and he thought he had a fish. So he was pulling. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And he said, "God, damn it, I'm hung up." He said, "I can't stand it." He jerked it, and that damn lead come loose and hit him right between the eyes. A big old knot come up, and he just fell back. Well, my daddy was a character anyhow.
He was.
Daddy, instead of being concerned, Bobby was laid over. I mean, it just damn near knocked him out. Dad looked over at him and said, damn, he said, who would ever thought it? He said, he'll be all right in a minute. Yeah, we'll go Bobby finally got to his senses, and that was it. He threw his pole down. He said, no more, but
That's it.
he had a big
knot.
big old blue knot. It was funny as it could be. Bobby was he was just a character, man.
He was
But
he was comical, but it just seemed like
Excuse me.
nothing ever
Nothing.
worked out
Yeah,
right.
it worked out.
Nothing worked out right for Bobby. It just
Of course, after he got run over in front of Graceland down there, and all those pictures of that too
in the paper.
in the paper, yeah. I don't know. After that, Bobby he got in a state of mind of depression. He couldn't hold a working job like so he would do odd jobs where he could sit down. One time was a car salesman, and that's a whole new
That's
another
a
story.
in
Boy.
itself.
But he got into
Real state of
You know what
depression.
I'm-
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm-
He was not able to do a
Physically.
lot of the. He couldn't
We
play
understand
football and stuff like with y'all, and he couldn't. A lot of things he couldn't do that he had been able to do before, and he just
he finally one day he took some rat poison, and of course, needless to say, Mom and Daddy, they worried to death about him, and they called me, and I came up there, and it hurts to think about it now, because I got in an argument with him, and I told him, I said, look, Bobby, he said, I just want to, he said, I don't care, I just want out. He said, I said, yeah, but look what you're doing to Mom and Daddy. I said, you need to go to the hospital, and get something done. Just, for them. And so he wouldn't go at first. And me and Joe, we had to get back to the kids and all, so we left. And Mom and Daddy, they said they finally got him. He finally agreed to go. So he went to the hospital and all, and they pumped his stomach and all that kind of stuff. And he wouldn't stay in the hospital. He just refused. So they brought him on home, and sometime during the night he passed away. That hurt. I still miss him a whole lot. But things happen in life,
Yeah. Shortly after that, your daddy had a stroke. They worried and worried and worried about him, and it was just one of those things that happened. We lived on the ranch at the time, and he was only 27 years old, and his whole life ahead of him. But you you can't.
No, but anyway, we're, you know, ending it on a
Sad note.
sad note and all, but just
Goes Dakota, Dakota.
that's our grandson Dakota. He just pulled in, and blew his horn. So if you heard a horn blow, that was
him.
that was Dakota. But anyway, hey, hope you enjoyed the first part of the story and all. And until next time,
Stay safe.
remember, Elvis fans matter.